Hey, what's up, everybody? Paul Olbrantz. This week in interest rates coming at you. So, if you're looking to buy a home, or maybe you own a home and you're looking to refinance, trying to figure out when the best time is, this is something this every Friday I come out with this video and I'm going to share with you what's going on with interest rates. We don't like surprises when it comes to interest rates, either should you. Unless it's a birthday party, then I love surprises, but not when it comes to interest rates. So, what do you say we get into this here? Let's bring up our first slide of the day. And wow, where did I go? Here I am. Perfect. Happy Valentine's Day. Hope you guys have an absolutely magical night. It's a great day to celebrate your loved one. I can't wait to spend the night with Danielle. We have a little bit of fun. We're going to go and watch Whose Line Is It Anyway, happening at Dominican College. So I'm pumped to be there. It's going to be great. All right, let's talk a little bit about interest rates. Now, interest rates are up a little bit from last week, probably about 1/8%, a little bit less than the eighth. But I have a question for you. A lot of you have reached out and said, hey, Paul, we see in the news that interest rates have improved. That's true, but it's not the full story. Let me explain. Let me bring up the charts, right? So what I'm about to show you is mortgage-backed securities. This 100% dictates the interest rates for 30-year fixed rates. So you're going to notice it changes daily, it changes hourly. Yesterday's rates are not today's rates, and today's rates will definitely not be tomorrow's rates. So with that, let's bring up the charts here, and I'm actually going to make it big, so hopefully you can see it. Now, it's a really weird thing. As it goes down, if you can see my mouse, interest rates go up, and as it goes up, green, I guess, makes it pretty easy to tell, interest rates improve. So here is last Friday. Check out what happened on Monday. Rates dramatically increased. And then we got some news, which we're going to go over here in a bit. And we saw another rate increase here. And then the next day, we've had Thursday and Friday have been good days in the bond market. And that's the days when you hear the newspapers coming out and saying, hey, the rates have improved. But the truth is, rates are still lower than they were last Friday. That is why, my friends, you need to listen to this so you understand what the media says when the interest rates have improved, which they have, but they're still lower than last Friday. All right, let's bring back the rates. Perfect. All right, what do we got next here for you? HomeBot. So if you are looking to buy a house, I've talked about this last week, you need this tool. This will allow you to search for homes in privacy. I don't know if you've ever clicked on a website, got 1,000 calls. This will allow you to avoid that. It's going to give you market trends. It's going to tell you which ones are hot, which ones are not. This is such a useful tool. If you are a homeowner out there and you don't have HomeBot, you need it. It keeps track of your equity, tells you how to pay your loan off faster, rental, so many amazing things, and it's free. It's my gift to you. Just send me an email, and I'd be happy to send you the link. Just put your information in it, and there you go. Search away, my friends. Search away. All right, big news came out this week, Consumer Price Index. This is what pushed interest rates up. I mean, we've talked about this, how 30-year fixed rates are very sensitive to inflationary pressures. And it just came in much, much, much hotter than expected. And here's the truth is you don't need this report to tell you that inflation is still high. I mean, I went to the store. Did you get a load of the price of eggs? It's absolutely unreal. When you take into consideration vehicle insurance, shelter, eggs, food or energy, you just feel the pressure coming up. And the truth is, until we get some relief in those areas, I don't necessarily think interest rates are going to come down. This is even going to, and this is an addition why we need some inflationary relief. Take a look at the credit card debt. Again, I'm going to get myself out of here. This is really, really important information. If you take a look at the 2020 through 2021, what you're going to see is that drop right there. If you can see it, drop in credit card debt. Well, that was after COVID, all the money they put into the market. But look what's happened since then. I mean, it's one credit card debt right now is $1.21 trillion dollars. If you don't know, I mean, a trillion's not a number. It's a huge number. I think it's something like if a million was like 6 minutes, a trillion would be like 36 years. It's crazy. So that puts you into perspective what's happening. And and the reason why this is happening is people need extra money to live because they can't afford what is going on. So if you're out there and you're a homeowner and you're feeling this pressure, you want to reach out. Let's get a plan for you right away. This doesn't mean we're going to redo your first, but I want you to keep that 2% rate as well. But we need a plan for your debt before it bubbles too big and you can't do anything with it. If you're the situation and you are a renter, let's get a budget in place. Let's get everything lined up because I want you to become a homeowner. And to do that, we need to make sure we get you in a budget. So there's my credit card pitch. I'm here for you. Always would love. In fact, I think it's over there is that link, that QR code for a hopes and dreams conversation. Would love to connect with you and help you and your family save money on their mortgage and debts. This has been a big thing that's come out in terms of monthly delistings here. Now, 2024 days on market extended due to rate rises. Now, I'm sharing this because a lot of people still think, given the information we have today, that they're waiting for the market to crash. They're waiting for house values to drop. And when you see more homes come on the market or delistings taken off the market because they're not selling, then all of a sudden people start thinking, well, here it comes. But I want you to notice something. Again, I'm going to make this bigger. Take a look where my little mouse is there. That's around that 2008 mark. That's when we had all the foreclosures. Notice, even though, yes, we are increasing, notice how much lower we are currently compared to then. Also, just remember, although it's not in this slide, our equity position is huge in this area, in this current market. The rate position is so low. You're just not going to see the foreclosures like you saw back in 2008. Sooner or later, I'm hoping we're going to stop comparing it because it's just not going to happen. But what is kind of leading up to these trends of delistings and relistings, right? So in July 2024, 22% of homes were delisted, which is a big jump, right, from the 14% national average, historical average. Many sellers, this is huge. Listen to the language here. Many sellers pulled listings because their homes weren't selling at their desired price. My friends, if you saw my video earlier this week about picking a right real estate agent, they're going to get your property, marketed at the right price. And that's just going to create more visibility, create more competition. And ultimately, you're going to get more for your house if you properly list it at the right price. If your strategy is to start high and start coming low, you're going to have some issues in this market. All right. Okay. Why are homes being delisted? Number one, I just talked about that, overpricing. Number two, market slowdown. There is truth. When the interest rates go up, people slow down. And here's what I've learned, or here's my experience, is that when rates hit 6.25, 6.5, you start seeing more people out there buying homes. Right now, they're at that 6.875. So if we just get a little bit more rate reduction, you can start seeing a lot more buyers out there putting offers on properties, which tells me now may be the best time to put an offer on a house. Don't wait for everybody to be in agreement because you're going to have more competition. If you go out today, maybe you get your closing costs paid for. It could save you thousands of dollars by trying to buy a house today versus waiting for the rates to come down and then competing with everybody else. Seller hesitation, same concept. They have these low interest rates. If they're not going to get their extremely high price, they'd rather sit. Also, a big thing is that what realtors are doing is when a house stays on the market for too long, if they pull it off and put it back on, it looks like it's a brand new listing. Think about this. If you walked into a house, I know we're running long today. If you walked into a house that you absolutely loved, and then you looked at days on market and it was 100+ days, what would your first thought be? Well, my first thought would be what's wrong with this property? Is it overpriced? Is there something wrong? Doubts would start being created in my head. You do not want your house. If you're thinking of selling, you do not want your house sitting. In fact, the statistics show that the faster you sell your house, the more of a price, the higher price you get, or the longer it sits, the lower you're going to get. Okay, that's it. It's 10 minutes, way past my allotted time here. Hopes and dreams, if we're not working together, we should. The hopes and dreams, even if you're not ready to get pre-approved, click this. Let's have an appointment. We'll put a plan in place together for you and your family to save money. We're going to take great care of you, especially, by the way, if your credit card debt's getting out of control. Let's talk. Let me help you get that under control. Okay, Paul Olbrantz, Clear to Close Brokers. Happy Valentine's Day. I hope you